Thank you. Continuing from the last session, we are continuing with the NoSQL that is the not only SQL with respect to the big data management. I'm sharing the screen with you for the PowerPoint presentation. If there is any problem, please let me know through the chat box. In the last session, we have continued with the we have started with the DBMS versus non-relational database management system. As now we are dealing with the big data, which is very much unstructured and semi-structured in manner. So it's like a challenge for the end user to have the database store for such a unstructured data. And there comes the NoSQL database, due to which we are able to store the database or data which is big in nature or semi-structured or unstructured in nature. That is the history of RDBMS and NoSQL. As all of us knows that relational data RDBMS have been there for last 40 years as founded or invented by code scientist, computer scientist code, and again same only it is we have norm the normal form, that's a BCNF and all that. And there comes then the when the big data came, then there comes the relation need of NoSQL databases, using which NoSQL databases, which now they are very much popular for offering the flexible, scalable, cost efficient, and alternatives to the traditional SQL-based relational database. NoSQL, as I told you, that NoSQL has the two meaning. That is a no need of SQL means against the SQL it is working or not only SQL. The second, that is the data models and schema. Data models and schema means the NoSQL database features the dynamic schema. It is not any structured schema because it has to store the unstructured data. Okay, that's why it has to follow the non or dynamic schema as per the structure, varying structure of data. The data model will vary. That's the meaning of non or volatile or dynamic schema. Third, that is the data structure. Relational data structure are table-based, whereas the NoSQL databases can be document-based. We have seen the four types of NoSQL in the last today's session. We are going to in detail. We are going to study them. That's a document-based. Then the graph-based or key value pairs or wide column or column store database structure are there in a NoSQL databases. Whereas in a relational databases, they are built during the time that data was mostly structured and clearly defined. As all of us know that the RDBMS works on the some kind of integrity, data integrity and referential integrity pattern. And that's a structured one, mostly structured and clearly defined their relationship. And that's why there is a no need to have any other type of database as like they are in a NoSQL. Next one. Yes. So the next point is the scaling, that relational databases are very vertically scalable. Vertically scalable means what? You cannot have the addition of any particular field that is horizontal. Suppose at any particular table, you are having the 5 fields. Then during the execution, after the implementation, if suppose you wish to have the 6th field, or if you wish to delete any particular field, then it is not possible. That is a horizontal scalability. Whereas you can append a number of records, that is a vertical scalability. It is there in a relational database. You can append a number of records in RDBMS. Okay, but it is typically expensive. Why? Because you have to use the any particular interface for that. You have to use fire some structured query for them. Then using that language only, you are able to have the access mechanism possible on the RDBMS. You might have to depute particularly any skilled manpower like a database administrator to work on the RDBMS. That is the meaning of typically expensive. Okay. Whereas in a NoSQL, it is much cheaper compared to the relational databases because you can add capacity by scaling horizontally. Okay, horizontal means you can, it's like a volatile database, or you can say the flexible database, wherein during the execution also you are able to increase or decrease, that is a update the number of fields, that is a vertical scalability by horizontally, sorry, that is a horizontal scalability over a chip and by commodity server. You have to just add on the number of data servers. Next one, that is a development model in the NoSQL. NoSQL database, it tends to be more part of open source community. They use the open source community, whereas the relational databases typically the closed source with the license fee, as like Oracle or any other structured query language, they are having the licensing for that purpose. The common NoSQL versus the relational database question. Is the NoSQL better than SQL? Because that's the question's answer is NoSQL tends to be a better option in the modern application, wherein we are going to use wherein we are going to use the changing data sets requiring the flexible data model, then NoSQL is better than the SQL. While SQL databases server do still have some specific use. Okay, it's not a case that the okay now the NoSQL is there, then we should not have the SQL database server. If the structured manner of data is there, structured data is more, then obviously using of SQL, that is the RDBMS, is a better option. Then the differences between the SQL and NoSQL. First, the data storage model, it's a fixed one in a row table column manner, whereas in the NoSQL, it's a document key value column or column specific or dynamic column and graph. We are going to see them later in this session only. Then the development history, it's developed in the 1970s, RDBMS or SQL databases, whereas NoSQL are the latest development of the 21st century. Examples like Oracle, MySQL, my MS SQL Server, PostgreSQL, which is being used on the Linux, whereas the NoSQL databases are MongoDB, Touch, CouchDB, Key Value, White Column, Graph, Neo4j, that's a popular one in the data science, and Amazon Neptune. Next one. The primary purpose of any SQL is for any general purpose, whereas the NoSQL we can use for specific purpose. As like a graph, NoSQL can be used for analyzing and traversing relationship between the connected data. Like schemas in an SQL, it's a rigid one, whereas in a NoSQL, it's a flexible one. Scaling is possible. In a SQL, it's a vertical scaling. You can append the number of records, whereas horizontals, that is a scale out. We have seen scale up and scale out in the last sessions. Horizontal scale out is possible in a NoSQL. Multi-record ACID transaction are possible, supported in no sorry SQL RDBMS, whereas mostly NoSQL or NRDBMS does not support the multi-record ACID transaction. However, some like MongoDB may support. Joins are typically required for the in a SQL or RDBMS. We have seen the referential integrity. One field of one table is referencing to the another field of another table. That's a join we can call. Whereas in a NoSQL, joins are typically not required. We will see how it is possible. Then data to object mapping, it's required ORM, object relational mapping, as like a referential integrity. Whereas in a NoSQL, it is may not be required. Many NoSQL data pattern does not require the data mapping. Next one. Then what are the benefits of the NoSQL databases? The first one, it's a flexible data model. Due to its flexible schema, we can use it for quickly and continuous integration of new application features to provide a value to your user faster. Then the horizontal scaling is the one of the next benefit of the NoSQL database. That's the most SQL database server required to scale up vertically. And whereas in the NoSQL, it is possible to have the scale out. That is the horizontal scaling. Then you can fire the fast queries in a NoSQL can be means the firing of query compared to the SQL databases, it is faster in NoSQL databases because the data in SQL databases is typically normalized. So queries are in a single object, whereas in a NoSQL database, it is typically stored in a way that is optimized for queries. The rule of thumb when you use the MongoDB, the data is that access together should be stored together. Means, जो data access together होने वाला है, it will be stored in a single instant, and that's why we can fire or query result are comparatively faster compared to the SQL databases. Easy, it's a easy for developer. NoSQL is a easy for developer. Even a novice can use the NoSQL databases as like in the database server or SQL. There is a specific skilled requirement of a person or a skilled person like database administrator, wherein in a NoSQL there is no requirement of any skilled data or skilled manpower. Any developer can easily develop or access the NoSQL. Next one. These are the some drawbacks of the NoSQL databases. The one of the most frequently cited NoSQL database drawback, it does not support ACID. ACID, what do you mean by the ACID test? That's atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability transactions across the multiple documents. Okay, that is one of the drawback that it does not support the ACID across the multiple records. Okay, that compared to others, it's not there. Mean ACID testing is not possible by using the NoSQL. ACID testing is moreover related to the your data integrity and referential integrity. We will move further. How to try NoSQL? You can online try. There are many free instances of MongoDB are available on the online platform. You can have the university structured university learning also in the MongoDB. That's one of the example of NoSQL. We'll see that in a practical when we are starting our session in practical mode. We are trying to have the practicals of data science also. Now these are the four types of NoSQL databases. The first one key store, then the document store, column oriented database and graph database. The each type solves a problem that can't be solved with the relational database. Okay. For that particular purpose that these particular four types of NoSQL databases are there. Actual implementations are often the combinations of these. Means it's not a thing that we are going to use them in isolation. Whatever the implementation of NoSQL databases is there in using any particular programming language for any particular data science purpose, then it can be a mix of any of these four. These are the SQL databases, relational and analytical OLAP, NoSQL databases, column family. That is a, you can say the graphical representation, pictorial representation of the NoSQL databases, graph, then document and key value. We will see them each one by one. A key value database is a type of no relational database that uses the simple key value method. Let's see here. Simple key value. For example, in a database, NoSQL database, if suppose the city is a key in the first diagram, city is a key, then there can be a value like New York City or any other city. Then the state, if suppose the New York is a state, then country is a key, then the USA is a, that's like we can store both keys and values. Can be anything and ranging from simple object to the complex compound object. Okay, that's a something meaning of key value. By using that key, you can access the database. That is the meaning of key value database. The second variant of key value is by using the hash function. You can hash that key. Okay, by using hash that key, you can access the actual bucket, data bucket. These are, and Using that data buckets, you can store the data. That can be any simple data or any complex data. That is a hash function. The next one. This is again one variant of the key value by using, these are the some examples of key value that Couchbase, then the Cassandra use the key value database, HIBase use the key value, even the Amazon DynamoDB use the key value. Okay, by using some AJAX requests, means some programming point of view, you can access the key value databases by applying some key lines. Then visual styling means you can, by user will input some visual styling that will be mapped to the key lines, means the key value, and they will be through the way of any AJAX or programming request, and they will be mapped to the actual data server. Okay, and using that data server APIs, we can access the data. The second variant of NoSQL is the second type of NoSQL is a document-oriented database, or NoSQL document store is a modern way to store data in JSON format rather than simple rows and column. Okay, we can have the document store, means given a database in a document, if suppose the table of supplier is there, then you can have the number of columns, variant column in a document. Okay, means for each instance there will be each document, for the each supplier there will be each suppose the each file. Okay, for each supplier there is a one file, like for the id one, that file will be there, then the second file, let as like that only, and there will be like a master database and transaction database like order. Okay, means in that file you can go on adding that the number of orders given to that particular vendor. Okay, and that order can be a second file or second table, you can say, and in that table again number of documents can be there. Okay, as like our uh, traditional filing in any office, it's being done. Okay, that is in a natural form, we can say traditional or natural form, that the way it means to be. जैसे नेचुरली डेटा स्टोर होता था वैसे ही यहाँ पे डेटा स्टोर होगा, दैट इज यूजिंग द डॉक्यूमेंट स्टोर. As like here in a one graphical representation of document store, this is a relational data model, row and column format in a document for, whereas this is the document data model wherein we are storing the number of data or number of files or number of pages, you can say, for per particular instance, whereas in a relational, per particular instance there will be one field or one interaction of row and column. We will move further. The third type of NoSQL database is a column-oriented database. Given a row, means given a row, there can be number of columns. Okay, as like in a row, particularly, there will be number of instances of the field. In a column-oriented NoSQL, data is stored in a cells, group in a columns of data, rather than as a row of separate data. Okay, in a given row key, there can be number of, you can say, instances. Okay, if suppose this is a row key, the number of instances we can store, which will allow us to virtually have the unlimited number of columns that can be created during the execution. For example, this is the, suppose the one key, row key is the Bob, means a user. Against this user you can have the number of entries. Okay, next one. Now this is the graph database. NoSQL, fourth type of database is a graph. Graph databases are the type of NoSQL database created to address the limitations of relational databases, whereas while the using graph model explicitly lays out the dependency between the nodes of data. Means graph database manages the graph and also manages related indexes. Using graph, you're trying to represent a database. That is the meaning of graph database, which is the popular instance of or popular application of graph database is a Neo4j, which is using the graph type NoSQL. For example, this is the graph database. Each node represent the one instance, like John, Peter, or Emil. These are the instances, and that user follows. Mean just these are the, you can say, the relation between that instances. That particular edges of graph are the relations between that instances, and using that edges direction, we can predict that which instance depend on which instance. Okay, that's how we can integrate the graph database. Yes, these are the, again we are coming towards the end of this. That key value examples are the React, Tokyo Cabinet, salaries. Document based NoSQL are the MongoDB, CouchDB, OrientDB, and RavenDB. Column base, we can have the Bigtable, Cassandra, HBase, and Hypertable. Graph base are the graph base. The examples are Neo4j, InfoGrid, Infinite Graph, and FogDB database management. Again, these are the examples. In a relational, we can use the Azure SQL, SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, Postgres. These are the examples of relational databases. Whereas in a NoSQL, there are four types: key value, column family, document, and graph. As we have discussed in the previous slide, that any implementation will be the mix of any four of these. That can be any particular one type of NoSQL, or that can be a mix of any of these: key value, column, and document and graph. Okay, and these are the examples of that document, graph, and column, key value. We have gone through that. Okay, now this is something with respect to the NoSQL. We are going to continue with this second chapter for this total week, so that you will get the idea. And then onwards, we are going to start with some practical or workshop practical things of the data science using Hadoop and other normalization techniques and access mechanisms. I'm going to share this PPT over our group as well as at the classroom. Let me stop the share. Okay. Yes, this is the our topic right now. We are dealing with of the big data analytics. We are dealing with the RDBMS versus no relational database workload, and we have seen out the implication of big data scale on the data processing. We will continue with this, and at the last session of this week, there might be the online exam related to the second chapter only. That will be our concurrent examination head number 2. Okay, and then we will going to start with the actual application architectures for the big data analytics using some particular, and we are trying to start with the Hadoop framework as early as possible, so that you are going to have the practical on the big data science. Okay, that is something for the today's session. I wish you all the best for your, and we will meet again at our next session. Thank you.